Okay, Nicole, so last video I left off right here. Please ignore the purple stuff. Now, that was just from some thinking that I was trying to do out loud for you there in the previous video. And now I'm going to fix this up to get rid of the R. Now, I'm having problems doing that because there's a naught here and there's pi epsilon naught. It's very complicated and I don't see a way to get rid of the R. So what I do now is I consult the answer. It's very important to me to have this answer here. Otherwise, I don't think I would have been able to solve the problem. Right? So now this answer has no a naught in it. It just has some pi's, epsilon naughts, h bar squared, some mu's, a bunch of e's. How do they get that e to the fourth? You know what I'm saying? So you think about that and you're like, where did all that come from? And then you go, well, it doesn't have an a naught. And in the book, I noticed that a naught equals all this stuff with a mu and an e and a epsilon naught and a pi and an h bar squared. So maybe I should substitute this in instead of a naught. So that's what's going to happen right now. So a naught is this stuff. Actually, I wish I could just take this out and copy and paste it. Maybe I can. Tool, selection tool. Am I able to just take this and then copy it and then paste it here? Oh, wow, that's amazing. Okay, so this is going to go in right there, right there. It's just going to go in there, okay? So, should I do any simplification before that happens? You know, I'm not sure, so I'm going to try it. I'm just going to try this. It's all about trying something, and if it doesn't work, you go back to your work, and you can either start over or pick up at some point where you think it's convenient to pick it up, and you try again. When I was taking this class, I had an advantage because I had a very good study group. There were some people that I was working with, and they were so awesome. So that's how this worked for me. So we would take an empty classroom and use a chalkboard or the whiteboard, or we would use, well, doing it on paper was less useful because we wanted to all see what was happening. Okay, so this 1 over a naught squared, that's going to be this thing upside down, but squared. All right, so it's going to be mu squared e to the fourth. Oh, wow, look. The answer had an e to the fourth. Maybe that's where it came from. And then this is all going to be squared, right? So it's going to be 4 pi epsilon naught squared, then h bar to the fourth. H bar to the fourth, right? Now, why did I put this in parentheses squared? Why? It's because I noticed that it's in parentheses squared over here. And my goal is to make my answer look like this. So maybe putting 4 pi epsilon naught in its own squaring group would be useful. Maybe. Will it really? Not sure. I'm just trying it. We just try different things and see what works. 2r. Now, a naught on the bottom is this upside down. So that's going to be mu e squared over 4 pi epsilon naught h bar squared. Okay, minus e squared over 4 pi epsilon naught r. All right. Now let's see what we could see here. Obviously, this is the guy that I want to be true. All right. So let me see if I can make this guy somehow go away. You know. All right. So let's go. Now to do that, I'm going to have to distribute this because this is in the way, kind of. So I'm going to distribute this, and I'm going to see if I can keep this term only. All right, let's see what happens. So we've got h bar squared, r squared, mu squared, e to the fourth over 2 mu r squared for 4 pi epsilon naught squared h bar to the fourth. All right. And now I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm just going to keep on distributing. All right. Keep on distributing. Keep on distributing. Keep on distributing. You know Dory in Finding Nemo 2? Keep on swimming. Keep on swimming. Keep on distributing. Keep on distributing. Yeah, it takes a long time. So glad you hired me because if you just did this on your own, I mean, if you didn't have a nice study group, you would be like trying different things, getting frustrated with all this ridiculous algebra, you know. Okay. Well, unless you're really good. So if some people are really good at math and they don't have to try a whole bunch of different things, you know. This is now going to be squared. This is gone. I think you just do it once and then boom, it's done. Right, so this is mu squared over mu, so that's gone and that's gone. This is 2 times 4, so that's going to be 8 instead of 2 times 4 there. All right. This is 2's cancel here. These h bar squares cancel completely. The mu's cancel completely. This r is gone. This r squared is now just an r. All right, so I can see that this is looking good already. Whoops, not if it goes away. Right, so this is looking good already. So the negative stays, right? But this is going to be mu. There's the mu, and e to the 4th over. There's the 8 in red, and then the 4 pi epsilon naught squared, right? There's h bar, but it's not to the 4th anymore. Now it's squared. Plus, now what I've got here is an e squared over 4 pi epsilon naught, right? Minus, wait. There's an r here. There's an r right there. It's not squared anymore, but there's still an r, right? Minus e squared over 4 pi epsilon naught r equals e. And guess what? Oh, bam, bam, bam! That's right. And look at this guy. Doesn't this guy look like what e is supposed to be? There it is. Mu e4 8 4 pi epsilon naught squared h bar squared mu e4 yeah, and that is done.